This one social habit is adding years to senior lives, and it's free. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to John the Living. We spend so much time looking for answers in bottles, pills, appointments, and diets. But what if I told you the most powerful tool for living longer isn't something you buy? It's something you share. According to Harvard's longest-running study on aging and happiness, the people who live the longest and stay the sharpest aren't the ones with the best blood pressure. They're the ones with the strongest connections. That's right. Seniors who engage in just one consistent social habit every week are not only living longer, they're sleeping better, smiling more, and even reducing their risk of memory loss. And today, I'll share the story of James, a retired postman who found himself completely alone after losing his wife. But one simple habit changed everything. And here's the best part. It doesn't cost a penny, but the return could be years of your life. James was 78, a retired postman from a small town in Ohio. He used to walk 10 miles a day without thinking twice, knew every face on his route, every dog's name. People called him Mr. Reliable. But after his wife Ruth passed away, James slowed down, not just physically, emotionally. The days got quiet, too quiet. He'd make his morning coffee, sit in the same chair, and sometimes realize he hadn't spoken a word out loud until evening. At first, he told himself he was fine. He'd earned the rest. He didn't want to be a burden, didn't want to insert himself into other people's lives. But little by little, his energy dropped. His sleep became shallow. He forgot appointments. And the ache in his joints started to feel like something deeper, not just age, but loneliness. His daughter noticed it during one of her rare visits. "Dad, when's the last time you had lunch with someone?" He couldn't remember. That night, she left a flyer on his fridge. Community coffee hour, Wednesdays at 10 a.m., free, friendly, no pressure. He almost didn't go, but what happened next sparked something in James he thought was long gone. When James showed up to that coffee hour, he didn't expect much. Just a table, some lukewarm coffee, and polite hellos. But what he found was something medicine can't offer: connection, and science backs it up powerfully. The Harvard study of adult development, the longest-running study on happiness and health in history, found that the greatest predictor of long life wasn't cholesterol or exercise or income. It was relationships. According to Dr. Robert Waldinger, psychiatrist and current director of the study, the people who were the most socially connected in their 70s and 80s were not only happier, they were physically healthier, with sharper minds and fewer chronic illnesses. Loneliness, on the other hand, wasn't just sad. It was toxic. It's been linked to higher rates of heart disease, increased risk of dementia, weaker immune response, and even shorter lifespans. The most incredible part? You don't need dozens of friends. You don't need to be outgoing or host dinners. Even just one consistent social connection each week, one gathering, one phone call, one group, can lower stress hormones and literally add years to your life. And for James, it all started with one free cup of coffee. James didn't plan to become isolated. Most seniors don't. It happens slowly, quietly. One day, your routine changes. You retire. You stop driving at night. You skip a holiday gathering because it feels overwhelming. Then one loss becomes two: a spouse, a sibling. The neighbors move. The house gets quieter. You tell yourself it's fine. That rest is good. That independence is strength. But underneath it, your world shrinks and your body starts to feel it. You sleep more, but wake up tired. You forget what day it is. You move less. You laugh less. And some part of you starts wondering, is anyone even thinking about me? For many seniors, it's not just about being alone. It's about feeling invisible. Add in physical challenges, stiff joints, hearing loss, fatigue, and even picking up the phone can feel like too much. James used to say, I don't want to bother anyone. But the truth was, he needed someone to bother him, a reason to show up, to be seen, to be needed. And that's what that one simple habit, that weekly coffee hour, gave him back. It wasn't just conversation, it was life. That first Wednesday morning, James almost turned around in the parking lot. He sat in the driver's seat, watching other people go in. Some walked slowly, some laughed. A few looked just as unsure as he felt. But something told him to stay. Maybe it was Ruth's voice in his head. Maybe it was the silence back home. So he went in, sat quietly, listened. No one pressured him to speak. No one asked him to smile. But someone did say, "Glad you're here, James." And those 4 words unlocked something. He came back the next week and the next. He started bringing muffins, remembering names, sharing stories from his postman days. Within a few weeks, James noticed something strange. He had more energy. He didn't nap as much. His shoulders didn't ache quite so much. And for the first time in months, he laughed so hard he had to wipe away tears. The only thing that had changed? One social habit, 1 hour a week, no prescriptions, no therapy, just showing up. He wasn't trying to fix his body. He was just trying to feel human again. And in doing that, his body started healing too. James's story isn't unique, but the outcome is rare because most seniors never take that first step. And that's why experts like Dr. Robert Waldinger, psychiatrist at Harvard and director of the longest study on aging, now say, good relationships keep us healthier and happier. Period. It's not about how many friends you have, but the consistency of connection. In fact, regular social connection has been shown to reduce stress hormones, improve immune function, slow memory decline, and extend lifespan by up to 7 years. Dr. Waldinger offers 3 simple habits anyone, at any age, can adopt starting today. Number 1, schedule 1 weekly interaction, whether it's coffee, a phone call, or sitting on a porch together. Make it a standing time. Consistency matters more than length. Number 2, say yes to low-effort invites. Even if you're not in the mood, especially if you're not in the mood. Connection often starts when you least expect it. Number 3, engage in shared purpose volunteer. Join a walking group. Read to kids. Being useful fuels health in ways pills can't. You don't need a big life, just a connected one. And James, he's proof of that. James didn't expect transformation. He wasn't looking for healing, just a reason to leave the house. But that simple habit, 1 coffee hour a week, gave him back more than routine. It gave him back connection. And with it came laughter, movement, clarity, and peace. He still goes every Wednesday. Sometimes he talks, sometimes he listens. Sometimes he just sits, knowing someone sees him. And that's enough to keep him going. If you've been feeling off lately, a little foggy, a little heavy, a little unseen, you're not broken. You might just be disconnected. So try one small thing this week. Call someone. Join a community center lunch. sit on a bench where people pass by, show up to something, even if you're not sure why. You don't have to fix everything. You just have to not disappear. If this story meant something to you, I'd love for you to subscribe to John the Living, where we talk about how to stay human, healthy, and whole after 60. And before you go, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? Your voice matters here, always.